So how do you find an actor? How did that go?
We put a list together of people who we thought it's a really small target to hit, right? It's got to be somebody who's comfortable working with a first-time director. It's got to be somebody who's got a big enough name to command the budget that we had for the film.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
hard.
you've already outlined two circles of a Venn diagram that just barely overlap.
touch, right? Somebody who can physically pull this off.
Yeah, they have to be strong.
They have to be strong, and they somebody who's has got to have enough international appeal because this is going to be an international film. So like, who are we going to get that fits all of these things? And somebody who wants to do this crazy like almost silent film. So we put together a list, and then it was like Charlize Theron, Tom Hanks. Well, no, he's already done something similar, you know. And people maybe who were like, this is what they're trying to do, but they haven't done it before. So like Zac Efron was on the list, who
Hmm.
is to me is a great actor. He's just done this Ted Bundy thing that's like doing really well.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
looking for something different. Maybe him.
So this wasn't so much a wish list as much as a realistic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
hope
Wish list
list.
could have had like Tom Cruise or
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
all the Toms. Basically everyone named Tom. But it was like a realistic list. And then literally we had two different lists. These are just actors who we know we'll never get, but are great for the look, for the et cetera, right? And Mads was on that other list,
Okay.
the list with Tom Hanks and et cetera, and then our producer said, well, I know somebody who knows Mads Mikkelsen. I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter because he would never say yes to this. He just did a he comes from doing a Casino Royale, a James
Yeah.
Bond film.
He was in a
did
Marvel movie.
a Star Wars movie, and a Marvel
Oh yeah,
movie.
Star Wars 2. That's right.
Right, he was in Rogue One, and he was the bad guy in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
There is zero way that he's gonna want to do this. But okay, I guess go ahead and send it to him. And yeah, so literally we're running out of time. This is like we have 2 weeks left before I gave them an ultimatum. The producers like, if we don't have our actor till here, we don't have enough time to produce the film because we're gonna run out of snow in Iceland. So like literally, guys, it's 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna say yes to this job.
So at this point, pretty much the entirety of Arctic has been like written, ready to produce.
It's all ready to
It's
go.
all ready to go. The
Yeah.
only thing you're waiting on is an actor.
That's it. We need somebody to say yes, and somebody who like works well. We got a couple other people to say yes who were like great TV stars and wonderful actors who I thought could have pulled off this film really, really, really well. But you have to run it through films like this. You have to pre-sell it in like so you basically go to Germany and you say, hey, do you want to buy this movie now for X amount, or we're going to sell it to you later for 3X or 4X once it's done. Take a chance on this film,
Yeah.
And for that, they need to be like, okay, so who's the director in it? Oh, there's nobody from YouTube? Oh, okay. No, thank you. So they need like a big actor on it. And yeah, so they need a name. They need somebody who they can trust, somebody marketable. So it needs to be like a certain caliber of actor. And it's like a Wednesday, and I gave them until the Friday, in like 2 days before our cutoff date, and I literally have written, and it's in my drafts, the email to YouTube being like, "Thank you very much. I'll start on Monday."
Hmm.
Oh,
And
wow.
then on Wednesday, they're like, "Mads Mikkelsen wants to talk to you tomorrow.
Wow.
You have a 15-minute Skype call with him. Convince him." So like they didn't know this, but like it was literally like if I couldn't convince him on that Skype call, I would have taken the job the next day.
Were you
'Cause,
nervous?
The stakes are
was,
high.
the stakes are really high, but like I don't think that I could be nervous. Like it was the same thing with like later on with like the premiere and et cetera. People were asking me like, "Are you nervous tonight? Are you nervous?" I'm like, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen.
So what were you feeling going into that Skype call?
It was like this. I knew that this was gonna be a huge fork in my life. I just didn't know which one it was gonna be, and I was gonna be happy either way. I had already told myself that I was gonna be happy with the YouTube job, and I was gonna make it work, and I was gonna make that fun. I was still can do my YouTube channel on the side because it's there are plenty of YouTubers who work for YouTube. So it was gonna be like, where's it gonna go? Either this film is gonna get made, and then I'm gonna try to go down that path, or the other way. and like my bank account is going. Doot, 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 you know?
So are you sitting there at your computer, like waiting for the call to happen, or did you call him? Are you just sitting there being
Yeah.
like, all right, any minute now?
So I had him on Skype, right?
Okay.
And I'm at the YouTube space actually because I was like, I need the best internet connection, and I was also doing like some pickups for a YouTube video then, you know. So I just booked extra time, and then I'm in this glass building, so I feel like everyone is like looking glass office, so I feel like everyone's looking in. I told my partner Ryan Morrison, who co-wrote the film with me, is executive producer on the film. He was like, "I'm just gonna wait outside, right?" I was like, yeah. Just, you know, it should just be director and an actor. He's like, okay, cool. So he starts pacing outside. And I'm like, no, just wait. He's like, it's 15 minutes. Just go somewhere else. He's like, and then on Skype, I add his name. I'll give you guys his name later on Skype. And I'm waiting. And he's 1 minute late. And then he's 5 minutes late. And then 7 minutes into it. Ding, ding, dong.
Yeah. The moment it's real, you're like, "Ah,
Dude,
this
that's
is
a
it."
really good Skype impression.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I've been practicing it for 12 years. You know, and yeah, I get on and there's Mads Mikkelsen smoking a cigarette. And immediately he's like, nice script, man. Great script. Great work. And I'm like, okay.
Ooh, all right.
Okay, here we go.
Taking all that
Uh,
ice from the
yeah.
Arctic and just cracking it in half.
That's it, you know. And then we start talking and 15 minutes goes by and he's like, well, you talk about this beginning scene where you don't see the SOS, right? So how would you do that? So then I shared my screen with him and I had done some photo boards. I can't do storyboards, I can't draw, you know.
Mhm.
So I show him the screen and I'm like, this is how it is, you know. It's like you start from a shot like this, shot like that. So basically it was other films and like things that I have found on Google and things like that, and photoshopping like a helicopter into Gandalf's face going like this, but it's the right emotion, you know. Sometimes there's a continuity of character there, but it's like a continuity of action. So then I show him the first scene and he's like, okay, keep going. So then I show him the next scene and the next scene and the next scene. I'm like, you're good? Like you said, they said 15 minutes.
Yeah.
He's like, no, keep going. So we run through the entire film.
Oh,
Poor
wow.
Ryan outside is like ripping what's left of his hair off.
He's like waiting for his child to be born.
Right?
So it was an
Uh,
expected phone call of 15 minutes. How long did it ended up?
It's like 3
being?
hours later.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, we're like the office. I only booked it for an hour, you know? So I was like, I hope no one booked it after me and comes in and like is trying to get so thankfully there wasn't anyone there. And then we started talking. At the end, we started talking about the themes of the film. He's like, "This is insane. It's a survival film, but you're starting it after the traumatic event, after the plane crashes. He's already learned how to fish. Like, why are you starting this film so late?" And I told him about why I thought that was the best idea, and he goes, you know, about 10 minutes later, he's like, "Wow, I want to start growing my beard." Yeah, and I'm like, "Okay, cool. So you're gonna do this film?" He's like, "I'm gonna start growing my beard. Let's have our people talk." Right? And literally, I hung up on the phone and I was like, shoot. So I called my producers who had been blowing me up because they were like, 30 minutes has already gone by, 40 minutes, you know. So then I call them back. And then I get Ryan to come in and I put everybody on speakerphone and I'm like, he said he's gonna start growing his beard. It's like, but is he in? It's like, but that sounds like he's in. I don't know. So then, you know, all the agents talk and then next day or 2 days later, we're like, Mads Mikkelsen's in.
If you enjoyed that little snippet of conversation here from the Corridor Cast here with Joe Penna, please consider listening to the whole episode. It's a fascinating conversation. You will not regret it. It's the perfect listening for a long car ride. It's found on youtube.com/corridorcast, on Spotify, on iTunes, on anywhere you want to listen to podcasts. It is there. All right, go check it out. Thank you.